Good morning, friends. Let's start with work schedule now. The time of yesterday we discussed the holiday calendar, right? How to create the holiday calendar. Okay. If you want to add any new holidays, you can always do that. Say August 15th. Independence Day. So we have seen that, right? Holiday calendar, how to create the holiday calendar yesterday. And if you want to, if there are existing holidays, if you are not able to find existing holidays, say Gandhi Jayanti and all, you can create. Okay, the same new holidays, whatever you have created, we can add it to the calendar. If you want to add it to the existing calendar, you can go here, make corrections. Let's say ABC holidays, instead we have created. Like this way, just created, right? The other thing, 15th August, something we have created. Okay, this is how you add the holidays to the holiday calendar. If you want to add it to the existing, just create new, go to the new calendar, keep adding the holidays. One second. Yeah. Okay, hope it is clear to everyone. Yes, Suresh.
Yeah, Lakshmi, what is the validity of these holidays which we create here?
Meaning, this is for an year.
So every year the year-end activities we need to create one more thing, right?
Yeah, we will discuss this. That's what period and processing rule which we have to assign. We are just creating holidays and creating holiday calendar.
And
So
what about one holiday with two different dates?
one holiday with two different dates. What does that
Yes,
mean?
like if you take Sankranti, we have a different date in Karnataka and we have different date in Hyderabad.
It depends on the personal, the way we in SAP we create the holidays based on the personal sub area. Here also what you do, you create based on the location. You assign the holiday calendar to the location. You create two different calendars. Okay.
Okay.
You assign it.
No, why? Because when you are create new holiday ID, say for example it is Sankranti. Okay, in holiday calendar ID, say for example it is KA. So the date will be 1501. Whereas for HY it will be 1601.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. The holiday calendar will assign based on the KA and HY.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, okay.
Unable to hear me, Mr. Ravi.
Okay.
Yeah, you are clear, Suresh?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, thank you. Ravi, I think there is some issue, buddy, from your end. There is absolutely no issue. Everybody is able to hear. Please check. Check it out, okay? Next, work schedule. So work schedule, why do we use work schedule? Work schedule is for the employees attendance and absences, to capture the employees attendance and absences. Okay, what time employee comes in and what time he has to log out. You know, if we have to say employee login and log out time. So in each company, it is not that we need to have only one shift. We can have a number of shifts. Okay, we can have general shift. We can have shift starting somewhere in the evening. We can have shift starting somewhere in the midnight as well, early morning shift as well. Okay, so this is basically for the employee timings. General shift. So if you want any F1 kind of help, you can just click here. It will give you what it is. Flexible requesting allowed. Okay, flexible requesting allowed meaning generally there will be a shift which will be created, whereas it is not mandatory that you have to come in the same shift or whatever. Right? So take companies like Accenture, not Accenture, there are companies like IBM and IBM, Wipro. You need to have okay, where they are allowed to work anytime, but you need to have only 9 hours login. Either you can start from morning 9 or start in the evening. However, so is the flexible working times allowed? So if you say yes, then it can be taken, otherwise no. So average hours per day, say 9 hours, say 8 hours, excluding breaks, 40 hours. $160, whatever. So say 2000 hours. 8. Even if you have any doubt, what we can do, you can always reference an existing one. Ravi, the issue is from your end, buddy. Okay, if you see here, it's clearly given. So you can give external code name, like the way we give work schedule code and name in SAP. Working days per week, is it? Okay. So we have created the holiday calendar, sorry, work schedule. So when you say flexible requesting allowed, yes, so then only we'll be able to write any rules, okay, rules to allow this flexible timings, all that. Okay, any doubts, clarifications in this? Yes, Suresh.
Lakshmi, is it daily work schedule or period work schedule? How it is?
I'm sorry?
Is it daily work? Where is the daily work schedule and period work schedule?
No, no daily work schedule or periodic work schedule as such here. Okay, we have to differentiate by writing a rule.
Okay.
Okay, I know
So you
that
mean to say there will be only 4, say for example, if in my organization, if I have only 4 shifts like general shift, first and second shift, I'll be having only 4 work schedules, right? Other than the rules. So rest of, say for example, if there are 1600, 1700 shifts, daily work schedules, I need to write them using a rule.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we do have, but it is always, you see, work schedule. So we have to create work schedule, only one work schedule. That means, you know, the same work through the same work schedule. If you say 1300, 1400 also, we have to write a rule. That's it. By writing a business rule, you have to achieve. That's what time off is not 100% as of now, Suresh.
Okay.
Okay, maybe maybe by the end of 2016 there should be 100% is what I strongly feel. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Next, time type. So time type is nothing but the we can say it is a leave type. Basically, it's an absence, whether it's an absence. Okay, time type is basically a leave type. Leave type is what we call it as. It can be sick leave, it can be casual leave, it can be personal leave, it can be earned leave, whatever it is. Let's see how to create that time type. Let's select the country. So like our F1 help, you have here, you can just click on this and read whatever you want. For each of the field, it is given here. So whether this time type is an attendance or absence, a break, on call, whatever, you can select, say attendance. I would say Yes, Suresh, have you raised your hand again?
No. It's by mistake.
No. Okay, no problem. Okay, let's create an absence type category. Workflow. Okay, whenever this time type is creating, if an employee is creating a request for this absence type, do you need any workflow to be triggered? If you want to add any workflow to be triggered, you can add it here. Okay, let's say, look at this. We have some existing thing which I'm saying. Otherwise, as we discussed, we can create our own workflow. So it depends on the company policy. Okay, it depends on the company policy. We can create our own workflow. Okay, the workflow can be assigned over here, right? That we will discuss in real time how it will happen. Okay, workflow, this we discussed, right? I hope you guys are clear. Any doubts in this? Hope you guys are clear. This we discussed in the foundation objects, right? So you can create your own workflow and assign it here. So permitted factors, excuse me, permitted fractions for unit day. You can say it's a full day bookings allowed, half day bookings allowed, or quarterly day bookings allowed. Okay, I'll say only full day bookings. Same for the hours. Either one we can select every. So leave of options, reason plan, event reason. Okay, leave of options is one of the event that is there, and that you can select the reason, adjustment to minimum, additional job, whatever. Same, you can select the event reason when you are returning to work from the leave of absence. Okay, calculation, is it based on the work schedule or calendar days? Generally, we say calculations is based on the calendar days, right? Or if it is as per the company policy, if it is as per the work schedule, we'll select as per the work schedule. So whichever the work schedule this employee is assigned, the calculations will happen based on that work schedule. So if you want to activate the cancellation of the workflow which we assigned here with step 3, you can say yes, otherwise no. Okay, when you say yes, you have to select the admin workflow configuration. That means alternate workflow configuration, which will go to the admin, system admin. No, not the system admin, HR admin or whatever. So flexible requesting allowed, as I said. You can select yes or no. Counting method which we have to assign. Okay, we had created only one counting method. So if you see here, excuse me 1 second. Ravi, buddy, only you have the issue. Check with from your end. Everybody is able to hear. No. You can log in n number of times with the same link. Yeah. Okay, absence counting method, we have only one. We will see how to create an absence counting method. Okay, absence counting method is nothing but, if you see here, all 5 working days, yes. Saturday, Sunday, no, they are not working days. Right, we will see in the further classes how to create an absence counting method and all. Say sickness, absence class also. We'll see how to create that. So undetermined end date allowed. So okay, for the loss of pay for any leave, we can set it as 31/12/9999 as the end date. That means it is indefinite end date. Should it be allowed or not? If we want to allow that undetermined end date, you can say yes. Otherwise, no. So time account posting rules and trigger rule, take rule, we will discuss. Okay, we'll have to discuss on the rules. So once we discuss the rules, we will again go back to MDF and discuss the rules, trigger rules, same way. Take rule we will discuss, but trigger rules we will discuss it later. Take rule, what is take rule? I'll just explain, but after we explain the after we explain the configure business rules, then we'll come back to this. I'll select days. If I select days, I should remove this. We are just creating the leave types, but the quota generation and all. Flexible requesting allowed. Okay, we will come back and discuss on this rule, posting rule, unless and until we assign the posting rule, it says that it is not allowed. Okay, this counting method will again, counting method and absence class will again, so it says that absence class is not supported for India as of now. There are only certain countries which is allowed. Okay, counting method is interlinked with the time posting, time account posting rules. We will discuss once we complete our time account creation, time type creation, time profile creation. We'll again come back how to assign a posting. Either you can assign at the time type level, or you can assign at the time account type level. Okay. As I have shown you earlier, okay, this is what is allowed as of now in the time off, and these are the structures. Okay, which are allowed to create. If you see here, holiday, assign it to holiday calendars, work schedule, and time profile. What is time profile? Time profile is the combination of different time types. So if you see sick leave, EL, PL, and all, you can create a time profile and assign it, so that we will assign time profile to the employee. If you see here, these three we will assign it at the employee level. Okay, what is employee's holiday calendar, what is employee's work schedule, and what is employee time profile. And in this time profile, the various time types which will be included. We have just created sick leave, right? We just created the sick leave. We can create, okay, a number of leaves however you want. We have already created in the previous batches and all. So time type these are some of the existing leave types that we have created. Personal leave, paid leave, sick leave. See, there are so many sick leaves which we have already created. Okay, unpaid absence, to whatever vacation. Okay, so the combination of a couple of time types is called as time profile. You put various time types under one time profile and assign that time profile to the employee, so that employees are allowed to raise the request for the absence or whatever, okay, only which are part of the time profile that is assigned to the employee. Okay, we will discuss what is time profile. Okay, we will try to assign couple of leave types, time types to the time profile, and let's create our own time profile. Okay, okay, time account type for time off in lieu. Okay, let us not select, so we will anyway assign the multiple time types to this. If you want to assign this time profile only specific to one time type, we have to select, otherwise we will anyway adding multiple time types here for this profile. Let us see. Time recording duration, is it time recording variant? It is duration or clock timings. Let it be duration. Let's not select this 3 because we will be assigning here. Let's say India, for Indian employees. Indian employees time profile. So this is the ESS time type which we have to assign for okay, if you want to assign for the ESS time type, means it is which will be displayed for the employee to raise the request from the front end. If you see here, so whatever you give over there, the same time type will display it in the time of here, time of requests. This configuration is not done. Let's see. So whatever you view over there when you are requesting in through ESS, okay, so select anything, okay, all this time types, those will come here if you select in ESS. That we will discuss this. This is another configuration which you have to do, and we will discuss this. Okay, now add the time types. Let's say, come on, enabled in employee ESS scenario, say yes. Is it a favorite time type? No. External code, CVM1. Keep adding couple of time types. Whatever you want, you can give the code. So like this, you can add n number of time types, okay, under one profile, and this profile will be added to the employee. So if you want to select as yes also, you can select. Okay, save. So now time profile has been created. Okay, this time profile will add it to the employees basically. So based on this, so if I assign this time profile to the employee, okay, only employee will be able to raise the request for only these leave types, right? He or she will not be able to raise the time request. See, if you see here, time types, there are various time types, okay. Here if you see the various time types, right? Why only these three are there? It is based on the time profile that is assigned to the employee. Understood? Hope it is clear. Is this clear before we move on to the quota generation the quota generation? Yes, Suresh?
Yeah, Lakshmi, this time type profile is clear. I have a doubt in workflow time type. Time type
Sorry?
workflow. Time type
Yeah.
profile is clear.
Yeah, tell me, no problem.
Yeah, you said, say for example, if I am creating a leave type called sick leave, there is something called workflow under that, right?
Right.
Time type creation.
Right.
What happens if there are multiple workflows defined?
Multiple workflows in the sense? Can you just
See,
more?
You are my manager. For me, if you approve my sick leave, it is okay.
Yeah.
But for some other person, it is shifting charge with the key manager to approve the leave. For some other person, it is a process in charge who has to approve the leave.
Right.
In that case, how it is? I need to create 3 sick leaves or what?
No, that's what I'm telling. It depends on the company policy. See, normally what will be there in any company, there will be only one policy with respect to the leave. Let us say for any Generally what happens, I'll tell you in the real-time scenario. If you, so though I'm your reporting manager, whomever you report in the project, okay, based on the WBS, the leaves and all will go to that manager, right?
Yes.
There will be standard policy for all the employees. There will not, I don't think there will be any deviation. If it is a deviation, we have to take it as deviation, and we have to, as you said, as you rightly said, we have to create different leave types and assign the different workflows. That is it. What you said is right. So that is how we have to, that's an exceptional scenario, right?
It is not exception, Lakshmi. In planned scenarios, manager won't be the person who is monitoring the employees every time.
See, what I mean to say, exception scenarios with respect to the time off. It is not about the time management in SAP.
Okay.
Exception scenario with respect to the time off, as I said. So it's a cloud application. You cannot expect you cannot expect the way you have the robust system, time system in SAP. Okay. There is
the only solution is we need to create multiple time types and create multiple time profiles and assign it accordingly, right?
Yes. You're absolutely right. That is what is the solution that we can assign as of now. Yes, so there are so many people, there are experts like you, time experts, whoever, okay, in SAP, there are already suggestions which have gone. Okay, it is in the process of developing. Most probably, it should be through by this year end. Time off should be up to date.
Okay.
Okay. What do we discuss? Time account type. Time account type is nothing but it is what do you say? Time account type is nothing but for each and the individual time types which we have created, we need to generate the quota. Let us say if it is sick leave will be 15 days per month, sorry, per annum. Okay, we have to tell the system, we have to tell the system that for sick leave the quota should be 15 days. So anything over and above that 15 days, once your 15 days leaves are getting exhausted, if employee tries to apply the leave, how it should be treated? Should it go as loss of pay or how? Okay. Similarly, for any PL, so there are 20 PLs in a year which an employee is entitled to avail, whereas even in this 22 will be the quota that will be generated. And what happens after the quota is generated? So let us say what is the rule that that we have to adapt at the time of employee joining the company. If the employee is joining the company, okay, on 14th of the month, how this accrual should happen. If the employee is joining on 16th of the month, how the accrual should happen. Okay, at termination, at the time of termination, okay, when an employee is leaving the company, in the mid of the month, say 14th of the month or 15th, 16th of the month, how that treatment should be, okay, and at the end of the year, if there are 30 leaves in the credit, okay, how does carry forward needs to happen, okay, should it carry forward all the leaves as per the policy? It again depends on the policy, company policy. When some few companies will say that out of the 20 PLs that are there, you have to avail whatever is there available except 10 leaves. 10 leaves can be carried forward to the next financial year or calendar year, whatever. Rest all will be either exhausted or employee has to avail. That may be the rule in a customer A. Customer B will say whatever the existing, the available balance should get carried forward to the next year. It generally happens in the public sector companies, like it's a government related companies. There will not be any exhausting leave exhaustment, whatever. All the leaves whichever is available by the end of the year will get carried forward. So generally in the private sector, so you have to avail. They encourage employees to take the leave. You have to avail, and if you won't avail, there will not be any leave encashment. Your leaves will get exhausted, except 10 leaves which will get carried forward. Sick leaves anyway, unless and until you avail, it get exhausted. Similarly, casual leaves as well, right? So for each and every leave type, time type, we have to generate the quota. There are 3 different rules which we have to, 4 rules which we have to discuss. Okay, that we have to discuss before we go to rules itself. There are 4 standard rules which you have to discuss. One is the accrual rule. If you want, you can make a note of it. The accrual rule. Second one is the what do you say? New hire rule. At the time of new hire, how the accrual should happen and all. Third thing is termination rule, and fourth one is period end processing rule. There are 4 standard rules which is delivered by SuccessFactors, which we will have to discuss. Okay, they are there. Accrual rule and all the standard rules. Okay, we will discuss in the tomorrow's class how to create the time account type, and how do we assign the rules, okay, and timesheet configuration also, if possible tomorrow we'll discuss. So no worry, if not possible tomorrow, we'll discuss day after. Okay, so let me know if you guys have any doubts for today. We will conclude. Beulah.
Hi Raju, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Hi, I could not attend last 2-3 classes, so
yeah,
it's a little confusing for me today.
Talk to Srinivas.
Yeah.
Maybe he should arrange some alternatives, okay?
Yeah. And one more thing, I just want to know in time management, when we are discussing time management right now here, right?
Time off, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where yesterday or day before yesterday you must have told this, sequence, the steps which we have to follow one by one, because today it's little confusing that here we are going here and there. and then there were some rules to be assigned, created and all. So maybe I thought, I don't know if you have given these steps to follow, like in.
No. There's steps. No, it's pretty clear. What has happened, what we discussed was the permissions that has to be given. Okay, activation of time off related tabs in the provisioning, and giving the permissions. That is what we will discuss. If you look at the recording, you will come to know. If you have any doubts, you can drop an email to me. Okay. I'll report back to you. Okay.
Okay. And
yes, please.
And one more thing, I just started using this instance. One day I used. So I went to a path called Manage Business Configuration, Raju. Okay. There, I was trying to give another field, like you have given the display name and all, right? You have added there MDF.
Right. Label.
I wanted to add one more label, but it was not displaying, and it was not showing in the list of identifiers. So I was confused. Where to?
No. I think where you try to add and all that, you just make a note of it, and we will see it in the class when we are discussing. Okay. Anyway, whatever you added should be here, right? What you try to. Okay. Just where is that? Just remember and make a note of it. We will discuss it tomorrow. Let me just show you. Okay. So that we will add it. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. Radhika, any doubts?
Raju, is there like as you said that?
See, your voice is not clear, Radhika.
Raju, can you hear me? No.
No, it's very low. Your voice is very low, in fact.
Okay, I'll just drop a message.
No, now it is clear. Just speak in the same tone.
Okay.
See,
once we start exercising whatever you have taught so far, is there any exercise which you can follow? I mean, because right now we cannot have that scenario based.
No, see, that's what I told you, right? Last 3 days of this Employee Central, we will be discussing real-time scenarios which was there.
Okay. So, Raju, is there any document where we can follow?
Real-time scenario document?
Any document which we can refer while practicing?
No. I can share you the documents. I have the documents ready with me, the standard SuccessFactors delivered documents. But at this point in time, if I share with you, so you guys will get confused.
Okay.
I know there is a time to share. I will share all the documents. I'll share the document for time off. I'll share the document for MDF. I'll share the document for EC handbook, latest EC handbook also I'll share.
Okay.
You can refer. That will be your Bible. You will have each and everything in that. Even for the certification also, if you go through those documents, that will be more than enough. You can clear your certification exam, whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, there are documents. Okay, which I have to. What do you say? These are the documents which I'll be sharing with you. There are documents, but this is not the right time. I will definitely share with you.
Okay.
For each and every, for each of our batch, we will share the documents. There is nothing that we can't share. We will be sharing the documents. Okay. Yeah. Any doubts on this class or any?
No.
Thank you. Okay. Hello, Ravi.
Yes, Raju. From the time which.
Yeah.
From the time which I could able to hear you, no doubts. Before that, I was not known what has explained from the starting 7 to 7:30. Once I relog in, then from that point in time, no doubts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do one thing. Just talk to this guys, Subbu or Srinivas. They'll find some alternatives by sending the recordings or whatever. Then, if you have any doubts, you can come back to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. Thank you.
But rectify all these issues, connectivity issues, Ravi.
Yeah. Do that.
Okay. Thank you. Suresh?
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thanks, Suresh. Suresh?
Yeah, no issues, Lakshmi.
Thank you. Vinay?
No, sir, no issues.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. See you guys tomorrow at 7 a.m. in the morning. Thank you so much.